So we are coming towards the end of this unbelievable AI course, Module 10, weekly Don't Think, Start Speaking Sprint. So this is how to turn everything into a simple weekly routine. Once a week, do this for 60 minutes, okay? Like, I really want to drill into you, like, social media content. If you do it properly, you can save so much time. I see a lot of people wasting hours and hours and hours because they don't have a plan. If you follow these plans, it's going to be so much easier. Now, I've been teaching this for, over 8 years now. And what you can do in 60 minutes, I used to actually say this was one day. So it used to be 1 day a week or 1 day every 2 weeks to plan the content. But now with AI, you can do it all in 60 minutes. This is how crazy the advancement has been recently. So let's break it down a little bit as well, because really, if you stick to these time frames, it's going to be a lot easier. If you find out you're going and spending too much time on metrics and stuff, like then just chop up your time. So I see here, 10 minutes, metrics and review. You really don't need more. I know most of you are on your phones all the time, every night, and don't tell me that you're not, because I know that pretty much everybody is, okay? So with your metrics and review, you should really be doing this on a weekly or daily basis, generally just seeing how your content does. So this should be really, really fast. But in terms of screenshotting your insights, you might find that it's easier just to do it after every post. Or, one thing I like to do is like connect habits. So if your habit is to watch TV, or your habit is to go for a snack or go to the toilet, then before you do that, just quickly screenshot your statistics from everything else, and then you won't have 10 minutes like in this sprint. You'll just already have that prepared. So this 10 minutes will just be dropping the screenshots and linking it to your Instagram brain. I really, really like to do it this way. I always join habits together, and you'll find that you just won't even notice that it's taking you time to do this as well. Already mentioned this. Here are my posts and insights from this week. Extract the key metrics into a table. Tell me what worked and what flopped. Give me 3 clear tests to run next week. Now, we've already gone through this. Just quickly go over what we've done before. So that's 10 minutes of metrics, then 15-minute content plan. There we go. Like, this is every single week as well. Just get it to do your content plan, so you've got everything for the next week. This at the start might take you a little bit longer, but once you really have got your brain going and everything's working well, it's only going to take you 15 minutes a week to plan something like this. 15 minutes for captions. Captions are super important. Please remember to put captions. I see too many people just putting no captions in. AI and all the algorithms, especially now, like if you've heard of SEO, search engine optimization, now ChatGPT and all the AIs use social media to then give their correct answers as well, or give an answer in response to the questions that you're asking. And they use the captions. This is a very new thing over the last couple of months that has really, really come out. But AI, GPT will use the captions. So think about whenever you're putting something on social media, like, it's harder to figure out what's inside the video, because the AI or the scraper needs to go through the video, and then it will be like red cat on a wall, etc. But if you clearly explain it in the captions, believe me, think of like how Google finds a website. It's gonna, your content will be shared a lot more, and you'll get a lot more visibility. So start putting in decent level captions. Then it'll help you with your carousels or visuals, whatever you need. For these posts to plan, record, like, ask AI for the captions, ask for the carousel outlines, decide where to use AI boosted visuals. Any one of these, everyone, like, there's so many companies coming out, you can use all of them. Okay, this might take you, again, a little bit more than 15 minutes, but really once you get into the hang of it, it's not going to take too much as well. 10 minutes with the DMs, adding all of them in. This is not actually doing the DM work. The DM work is every single day, most of the day. Okay, so just so you understand, this is not 10 minutes every week to just reply to the DMs. If you do that, your conversion rate is going to be terrible. So make sure that you paste in all of the information for the DMs. Make sure it's optimized. So when you go back and you start to have your DMs, then every single week it's going to get better and better and better and better. As I mentioned at the start, AI is like a child. It's like a very smart child. So every single week that you train the brain, think of it like it grows a year. So if it starts off as a 5-year-old, after 10 weeks, you're going to be a 15-year-old, you know, and then it's going to get to a 25-year-old. So all of a sudden, you're going to have an insanely intelligent brain specific for you, but you have to put in the work to train it. Otherwise, you're just going to keep the brain at a 5-year-old and you're going to get stressed at it. 10 minutes of power-ups as well. Choose your winning posts for the week. Decide, you know, which to post, repost, remix into new formats. Push all this with GoSo engagement and also follower growth. I've explained this multiple times. Once your reels are doing really well, add in the GoSo engagement and just watch them hit the explore page much more. If you're struggling for followers and you've only got 500 followers to, let's say, 10,000, then the follower growth is ideal. This is going to get you to 10,000 very fast. If you're using the AI outreach system, check reply rates, lead quality, and any DM patterns AI can help improve. So I just want to stop for a second before we finish the last one and really go over this. Like you've now done what most creators never do. Trust me, I've got many friends here where I live and also around the world who've got millions of followers. I've got a lot of clients who have got so many followers as well. What I've been teaching you in this course, I teach to the highest level as well. People who have been doing social media for years. And you'll find that barely any will be so thorough in terms of how to do this growth and using AI, because it's brand new. Like really, it's only been possible to do this within the last year. You know, ChatGPT has been around, but to do it really well, it's only been the last year. The last 6 months, it's been able to do a lot better. So if you're brand new right now, or you've been on Instagram or social media for quite a while, if you follow these exact steps, you're going to be in the top, I would say, 1 to 5% of content creators out there in the world right now. Now, there are some obviously doing it, but they're not doing it as optimized as you can with this AI. And as I mentioned, I go for so many business dinners. I run business dinners myself, podcasts, etc. And I talk about this a lot. And I love to speak with people who give me their information as well. And I will provide as much information from myself. And I know barely anyone is doing this. Trust me, nobody is really going through and being so anal is kind of the word that comes to mind about reviewing everything, you know, going over, optimizing. So if you right now just do exactly what I tell you and do this with all the posts, it might seem like a lot of work. And at the end of the day, it is, okay? If you want to do this properly, then it's going to take time. But I guarantee that if you do this, you are going to fly past the rest of the competition. You will absolutely fly because they ain't doing it. They're probably going to figure this out in about a year's time. And I know this because the stuff that I'm doing now, or the stuff that I was doing a year ago, people are now clocking on and they're doing what I was doing a year ago. I know I'm about 6 months ahead of the rest of the game because I do this all day, every day. So you only might have a year until everybody else is doing this and caught up and the AI is so sophisticated. So you literally have a 6 month to a year window to smash this, and you can get to 100K followers by the end of the year, okay? Exactly by following these steps. So this is the last module. I have got an extra for you, but I just wanted to add this little bit at the end because the amount of people that I speak to, like nobody is doing this. Like nobody does it to this level. Now, this is another reason why I've bought why I'm building this course is because I have the same conversation again and again and again. You know, I have people paying me $500 for an hour phone call, and I literally tell them exactly what I'm telling you in this call, and they're blown away. And these people have been on Instagram for like 5, 6, 7 years. They got 500,000 followers, but they're not looking at the small details. They're just looking at the likes. They're looking at everything else. Now, using these systems, you know, and this is why the testimonials that I've got, you know, you would have seen on the home landing page are insane. You know, 0 to 25,000 followers, sorry, 0 to 500,000 followers in 6 months with one of the accounts I was helping out. Another one stuck at 200,000, went back to 250,000. You know, I've grown them from 0 to 20,000 in the space of a month or two, and it's following these strategies. Okay, so fantastic. Thank you for doing the course. I'll see you in the bonus, and yeah, see you there.